Losing something may feel like a setback, but it is an indicator that you have taken one more step towards success. Sometimes, when we experience loss, we start questioning our abilities and feel like giving up. But losing doesn't mean you failed, it simply means you are on a path to success. Losing something guides you where you need to improve, what you need to learn, and helps you reach closer to your goal. And every time you fall, it only makes you stronger and more determined to succeed. Keep one thing in mind: success is not a destination, it's a journey. And the only way to navigate this journey is by learning from your past, making right strategies, and never giving up attitude, no matter you failed 50 times. Today we will talk about concept of creativity that presented by Wallach-Kogan. So let's begin. The need for creativity assessment was highlighted by a psychologist, Guilford, in 1950. He invited the psychology community to study creativity in order to understand it better. But Guilford did not suggest any specific method to assessing creativity. He said that some kind of completion test might be suitable. Mitchell Wallach and Nathan Kogan accepted Guilford's challenge and conducted research. They decided to find evidence that support the difference between intelligence and creativity as cognitive activities. They also wanted to explore the psychological factor related to individual differences in creativity and intelligence. They created a test called Wallach-Kogan Creativity Test, which is one of the popular tools for measuring creativity, specifically in divergent thinking. Sometimes this test is considered the second popular test after the Torrance test of creative thinking. These three tests: number 1, the Torrance test of creative thinking; number 2, Wallach-Kogan creativity test; and third, Guilford alternative uses task, are common to evaluate the creativity of elementary school children. The Wallach-Kogan creativity test was based on Sarnoff-Magnick's associative theory of creativity. According to Magnick, creative thinking involves combining different ideas in new and useful way. That simply means when we combine more unrelated ideas to solve the problem, our creativity will be considered higher. This theory helps us understand how creativity works in a straightforward way. But according to Wallach and Kogan, creativity is a combination of two important things. Number 1, novelty, and number 2, appropriateness. Novelty means coming up with new and unique ideas. It's about thinking outside the box. When we have novelty, we can create something unique and original. And the second is appropriateness. Appropriateness is about developing a kind of ideas that fit for the solution of a problem. It's about being practical and relevant. Appropriateness means those ideas that have sense and have value in a specific context. According to this theory, finding the right balance between novelty and appropriateness is like mixing different ingredients together to create something amazing. We need to be original and think differently, but also make our ideas useful and meaningful. This is creativity. Imagine you are trying to solve a problem. You need a creative solution that stands out from the rest, something unique. That's novelty. At the same time, the solution needs to work and be practical, solving the problem effectively. That's appropriateness. The Wallach and Kogan theory also teaches us that creativity is not a one-time thing. It's a process that involves coming up with ideas, evaluating them, refining them, and trying again. It's like a cycle of continuous improvement. As I told you, the Wallach-Kogan Creativity Test is one of the popular tools for measuring creativity, and it consists of multiple tests. First, 3 verbal tasks, second, visual task. This test was presented by Wallach-Kogan in 1965. In this test, we are asking someone to come up with many items that belong to a specific categories. For example, we are asking to name maximum object having wheels. The test is scored using 4 components. Number 1, fluency. Number 2, flexibility. Number 3, originality. Number 4, elaboration. First, fluency. Fluency simply means number of responses. For example, if someone provides 8 different items for wheels, their fluency score would be 8. Second is flexibility. Flexibility means the number of different categories is calculated. For example, if a person mentioning 8 different items having wheels, 7 items are different methods of transportation and 1 item is a metaphor like wheels turning in our mind. That means they have presented 2 categories. Number 1, methods of transportation, and number 2, metaphor. So they will get 2 points. Third is originality. That means each response will be compared to the total number of responses from all the people who took that particular test. If a response was given only by 5% of the group, it is considered usual and get 1 point. If the response given by only 1% of the group, it is considered unique and get 2 points. And number 4th, elaboration, which means the amount of details in the responses. For example, a simple answer like a bike will get 0 points, while a more detailed response like an electric bike running on the street will get 1 point. Additional point is given if the child mentioning additional information about where the bike is going or a specific shape of the bike. The Wallach-Kogan test is often conducted in a classroom setting. The test includes various tasks such as naming round objects, identifying things that make noise, listing square objects, and identifying similarities between objects. The task of identifying similarities is not simple for child. They are using a specific strategy called reasoning by analogy, where child compare 2 objects and list as many similarities as possible. So we can say Wallach-Kogan Creativity Test is a versatile assessment tool that measures different aspects of creativity such as fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. And this theory of creativity mentioning that creativity happens when we combine new and unique ideas that are novelty and practical and relevant solutions that are appropriateness. I am very hopeful that you found this video useful and interesting. If you have any doubt, suggestion, or want explanation on any specific topic, then mention in comment box. Psychology is really a beautiful subject. That's why we all are in love with them. Spread love and be in love with psychology. Bye. Take care. Bye viewers.